This year we mark the centenary of what we call the Great War, the war to end all wars, the First World War. But it was none of that. It was not great, for no war is great, especially if you have to fight in it. Secondly, it did not end all wars, because just 20 years later we had another. And it was not the war of the world, because it did not involve the whole of the world. In this series we explore why we had a war, who was responsible for that war, and what were the outcomes. And to save you a lot of effort, let me start by sharing some facts. As unpopular as they may be, and as unpalatable to British tastes, Germany did not start the war. Britain did not win the war, and it had absolutely nothing to do with Belgium. This was a war of empire, one empire, and its desire to rule the world.
Nations not so places was
It is the contention in this that the 1914-18 conflict was a natural and unstoppable event in the development of the Germania, which is a conscience of a people, not a country or its inhabitants. It is the desires of people to live in freedom, unbound to the shackles of servitude, unrestricted by the burdens unduly and unfairly applied by a privileged class over the will of the people. It is the fight for freedom, from the servitude of serfdom against the arrogance of their feudal masters. Firstly, to see themselves that way and privileged by God, against, and secondly, human beings, sentient and thinking beings, as mere property. This was a war of empire, one empire, and its desire to rule the world.